Welcome back. You know what time it is. It's Holly Holiday, president of Sisters Lead, Sisters Vote, and we are back with another rendition of Black Women and Tiny Mics. And today I have the amazing, this little ball of energy. I tell you, she reached out to me this morning and I was like, and she was like, good morning. And I was like, good morning. So she just woke me up and started me on my day. I just love it. Ashlye Wilkerson, I have to ask you, Sor and friend, we are talking about voting today. Why are you voting?
The main reason why I'm voting is for my daughters, Alana, who is 10, and Araya, who is 7. One of the things that we teach them is that they are leaders. Their voice is important. It deserves to be heard. They are worthy of sharing their belief system, their values, their opinions, their thoughts. And it's important. And one of the things that we do in our family is collectively, we go and vote together. Yeah. And so they have been a part of the voting process since they've been here on this earth. I have the pictures to prove it. I know you do. And they go to every single polling station with us. And even this year, they're actually registering voters.
Oh, right.
So they've been working voter registration tables. They've been passing out literature. They've been encouraging people to vote. They know and they understand that they are a part of this process.
I love that. I got to see those pictures. That must be adorable. So we know that despite our enthusiasm to vote and a lot of the hard work that's happening, we still have folks out there who are not quite decided of whether or not they're going to vote or not. And you may know one or two of them. What message do you have for those folks?
So I believe in the three-prong effect, and this is in general in life, in work, and in community engagement, and that's to educate, equip, and empower.
Ooh, yes.
And oftentimes people aren't engaged because they haven't been educated on the issues, they haven't been equipped with the tools or the resources where they feel they can implement new information that they learn, and they haven't been motivated or activated in a way that gets them going, that gets them to the polls, that gets them committed or gets them engaged. And so I think it's our duties when we're talking about voter registration, we should also include in that conversation voter engagement. How are we taking the time to answer the questions of people or get the answers for people? How are we making it meaningful for them? Because we're all engaged in a lived experience, and we're all human. And so how do you connect with each other and say, these are the things that you've said are important to you, so let me share with you what these leaders represent pertaining to those issues. I think when we do those three things, we get more people involved.
You know, you not only are you a bundle of energy and a ball of sunshine, you are a wealth of information.
Thank you.
And I love what you're saying about the connection. Because too often we're just trying to educate and inform, but we miss the connection piece.
Absolutely.
And I can't help but think about, when I think about connection, I can't help but think about the folks that keep me connected. Some of them can't vote because they're not here or they're too young or otherwise. You know, when you think about the connection of what has you in this moment, who is that person and what would they think about what's happening right now?
So my dearly departed grandmother and my dearly departed dad. My grandmother passed away last year at the age of 97.
Oh my goodness.
And my dad passed away after a 2-year battle with colon cancer at the age of 61. And both of them, up until they passed away, cast their votes.
Ooh,
it didn't matter how sick they were. I have a picture, going back to my pictures. I have a picture that I hold on to, and it's of my mother, my dad, my husband, my 2 daughters, and myself. We were at the polls together, and that was my dad's last time voting. And so for them to take it as seriously, he had to, because he lost a lot of his mobility, he had to roll up to the door. They came out and brought the voter box to him, but he knew the importance of making his vote and his decision and his voice heard in that process. And so I think of them. I think of my grandmother that he left behind, who's 93 years old, and how we're making a voting plan for her to engage in her civic duty. It's a responsibility for all of us.
Really
and too many people lost their lives so that we can have it. It's not something I take for granted or lightly. And I understand in today's time, we sometimes have the tendency to forget the historical antecedents that came that gave us this right in the first place. And so I think it's very important that we make that a present day reality and that we work with our children to not think, oh, well, that's just so long ago. It doesn't apply to us. Because listen, this particular election have consequences, and the things that you think are so long ago will be in tomorrow if you don't engage in this process.
Oh my goodness, what did I tell you about her being a wealth of information? I love it. Listen, this has been Holly Holiday and Ashlye Wilkerson, South Carolina's own Ashlye Wilkerson, Alpha Kappa Alpha's pride, Ashlye Wilkerson, and we have been Black Women with Tiny Mics. Till next time.